vlog. We are in Torino. We're checking out some apartments this weekend, but I thought that we could spend the weekend together. I'll show you what I eat when I'm traveling and yeah, take you around with us. The breakfast was good, and now we're checking out the neighborhood to see if that's good. Guys, we made it back to Milan. We saw a couple great apartments yesterday and this morning, and I think we're gonna take a couple days just to think about it, because we can't really decide between the last two that we saw. They were both really, really good. But anyway, we're back home. It's about 4 o'clock now. We just had some lunch, and I am going to get ready for the gym. I'm gonna go get a workout in. I've been feeling good this week. I've been eating a little bit more variety. I've had sourdough, even a little bit of normal gluten this week, and some sugar. And I've been okay, knock on wood. So I'm gonna not try anything new. I'll keep it pretty consistent with what I've been doing, but that's good news, and this is like the best I've felt since getting off the antibiotics for SIBO. Just got back from the gym. We dropped off our rental car that we use for this weekend. If we do move to one of those apartments, we'll need to get a car, which will be an interesting thing. Buying a car in Italy, it's a new adventure for us. I don't know the first thing about that. I don't know how different it is from buying a car in the US, but we're gonna figure it out. I went to this health food store and I just got a couple of my favorite things that I don't usually find at other grocery stores. I got some coconut water. Coconut water is a great way to get in some hydration because it has natural electrolytes in it, like magnesium and potassium. And I drink it more than I drink regular water. I like the taste, so sometimes I'll buy one of these and just like dilute it with normal water just so I can make it last and keep me hydrated. I also found these as I'm kind of in my post-SIBO recovery mode. I'm still taking it easy with sugar and gluten. I'm just now reintroducing gluten a little bit, but I found these cookies that are actually gluten and sugar-free, which is really hard to find in a processed cookie. And the ingredients are pretty clean. It's just oat flour. Let's see if they have it in English. Yeah, oat flour, coconut flour, tapioca starch, olive oil, water, oat fiber, cinnamon, and rising agents, which is sodium bicarbonate. So this is pretty good. It's not like a sweet cookie, obviously, but it's kind of a nice like little biscuit to have with tea, which I've been loving to do. So that's really yummy. And yeah, it's Saturday night. I'm pretty exhausted. We left really early yesterday morning to go to Turin to visit the apartments, and we just got back this afternoon and then went to the gym. So yeah, I'm ready to just have a chill night in. I think we're just gonna make some rice and tuna for dinner, which to me is delicious, but it's kind of like a poke bowl. We'll do some avocado. Maybe I'll use some of these. We have these seaweed snacks. I don't know how gastritis friendly they are though. They should be fine. What's in them? Okay, the ingredients are just seaweed, sesame oil, salt, and a saltatori di sapidita. I don't know what that is, but it's probably some sort of preservative. So I think we'll have these. And yeah, should be good. And then I just want to have a chill, like, I need to reset the house a little bit tonight, just unpack and get a little bit organized. And then I want to have a nice self-care night. So let's do that. Hi guys, happy Sunday. Eventually I'm gonna invest in a nice vlogging camera, or maybe one of those little, what are they called? The DJI? I wanna get one of those eventually, but for now we're on the iPhone. Happy Sunday. I went to the gym for the second day in a row, which I barely ever do that. I don't think I've done that in months, because I usually go like every other day and alternate with yoga if I'm being good, but frankly the workout consistency lately has just not been there. But I'm working on getting that consistent again. My energy has just been a little bit low recently. I'm not sure if it's allergies or still recovering from the antibiotics that I was on, or a combination of everything, but I just feel like a little dizzy sometimes. And I think having gastritis also plays a role in that for sure. I think I'm probably low in B12 and iron and that stuff. But as I heal, and as my symptoms get better, I want to try supplementing with B12, sublingual, like drops, to see if that helps my energy. Anyway, I just filmed a TikTok about my current like philosophy, because TikTok, I grow not very fast, but my TikTok growth is much more consistent than it is on any other channel. And I feel like when you get new followers like that every day, you have to constantly like repeat yourself, which is fine. But I feel like some people come to my page and they're just like looking for answers, and maybe that's the case for YouTube too. But I'll say it here as well, that healing gastritis is so personal, and I like to share this because I like giving people hope, because I'm, living a normal life. I'm not, bedridden with this condition, and I want to show people that even when you're healing, you can still live a normal life and feel okay, which I do most days. And it's not forever. It's healable, but it can take years depending on what's going on. But I also want to always disclaim that what I'm doing is not necessarily what you should be doing, and gut health issues range so dramatically from person to person. So my specific healing program, the supplements I'm taking, the food I eat, is not a prescription for you. It's just me sharing what is working with me right now. And I think especially on TikTok, like when videos kind of go viral, sometimes they end up on the wrong corner of the internet, and people kind of get defensive and like, how can you have gastritis and eat this stuff? And I think people just don't understand that gastritis can look super different from person to person. But yeah, my YouTube community is a little bit more understanding. I don't know. I really feel like I can speak. I think it's because it's longer form content. I can speak a little bit more clearly about what I'm trying to say. And with TikTok, you have like a minute or two to get your point across, which can be difficult. And I struggle with that because I'm not super succinct, and I'm also not very clickbaity. And to be successful on TikTok, you kind of have to do that. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, I'm feeling okay today. Nothing really new is happening. I'm just keeping meals simple still, because after that cacao incident, I was just burning a lot more. I was a lot more sensitive to foods that in the past I had no problem with. So that's a shame, but I'm just being more cautious and taking my DGL, taking my phosphatidylcholine, I'm pausing the zinc L-carnosine for a couple of weeks. Zinc is one of those minerals that you should cycle off and on because they do tend to block the absorption of other nutrients. So it's good for your body to just give it a rest for a little while. I'm going to see if that helps with my energy levels too. Maybe that has something to do with it. And yeah, I'll probably go back on in a month or so, but just letting you know, it's not, again, not a prescription for what you should be doing, but just something to consider and keep in mind in your own healing journey, how you should kind of evolve your healing plan based on how you're feeling at the time. It's not, nothing is set in stone, nothing is super black and white. It's really just about figuring out your body, what's working for you, what's not working for you, and going with that. And at the end of the day, I'm here to share and here to make space for this type of conversation, but I'm not, like, the things I'm doing are not the Bible of healing gastritis either. Yeah. But yeah, I'm feeling good. I can't stop thinking about those apartments in Torino. If you don't know, we live in Milan right now and we're apartment hunting in Torino, and we saw a couple of really good ones. It would be a big lifestyle switch. We live in a city now, and this would be kind of outside of the city. We would need a car, more in the countryside, more space, but I'm ready for that. I really want it, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see if we can make it happen. It's scary. It's a lot of change in life is happening right now, and I'm just trying to keep my stress as low as possible so that I can prioritize my healing above all else, because that's my number one priority. And yeah, it's really hard to do that though when everything in your life is in flux. But we're figuring it out.